might say every one of us is a fiddler on the road, trying to scratch out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there? It is so dangerous. We stay because Anatevka is our home. And how do we keep our balance? This I can tell you in a word. Tradition! How to work, and how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered and wear a little prayer shawl. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did these traditions get started? I tell you, I don't know, but it's tradition. Because of our traditions, everyone here knows me.
What should I suffer? And most important, our beloved Rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
Blessing for the Tsar, of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
His honor the constable, his honor the priest, and his honor many others.
We don't bother them, and so far they don't bother us. And we've always gotten along perfectly well together. Of course, there was a time when he sold him a horse, and he delivered a mule. But that's all settled now. Now we live in simple peace and harmony.
What's a horse?
You delivered a mule. What a mule. Mule.
I found you.
Traditions. Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.
Mama, where should we put these?
Oh, put them on my head. By the stove, foolish girl. Where is Harper?
She's in the barn, milking. Mama, when will Papa be home?
Oh, it's almost Sabbath and your papa cares a good deal when he will be home. All day long, riding on top of his wagon like a prince.
Mama, you know that Papa works hard.
His horse works harder. Oh, you don't have to defend your papa to me.
I know him longer than you.
He could drive a person crazy. All he should do is live and live well. Spritz up vegetable potatoes. Aha, you finished the milk?
Yes, Mama.
You've been reading again. Will that get a girl a better husband? Oh, here.
Mama, the aunt's coming. She's down the road.
I wonder if she's finally found a match for you, Toto.
From your lips to God's ears.
Why does she have to come now, Mama? It's almost Sabbath.
Go and finish inside. I want to see Yana alone.
Mama, can I go out and play?
You have me to go.
Can I go too?
Go to?
But Mama, the men she finds, the last one was so old, and he was bald. He had no hair.
A poor girl with no dowry cannot be so fussy. You want hair? Marry a monkey.
After all, Mama, I'm not yet 20 years old.
Do you want to tempt the evil eye? Must you boast about your age? Inside. Go now.
Daughter, darling, I just come to see you. I have such news. Not just every day of the week news, once in a lifetime news. Where are your daughters? Outside? No, good. Such diamonds, such jewels. You'll see, Golda. I'll find each of them a husband, but you shouldn't be so picky. Even the worst husband, God forbid, is better than no husband, God forbid. And who should know better than I? Since my husband died, I've been a poor widow, alone, nobody to talk to, nothing to say to anybody. It's no life. All I do at night is think of him. And even thinking of him gives me no pleasure because, as you know, Gordon, he was not much of a person. Living, everything he touched turned to mud, but better than nothing.
Good evening. Is Zykel in the house?
Yes, but she's busy. Come back later.
There's something I'd like to tell her.
Later.
Oh, Mottle, I thought I heard you.
Finish inside. Come back later.
All right.
What did that poor little tailor Mottle want to be like? What?
Oh, they grew up together since they were babies. They talk, they play.
They play? What do they play?
Oh, those are the children.
From such children come other children.
What a model is nothing.
Children, children, they're a blessing in your old age. My Aaron, may you rest in peace, couldn't give me children. Believe me, Golda, he was as good as gold, never raised his voice to me, but because he was not much of a person, what use that he never raised his voice? But what's the use of complaining? Some women enjoy complaining, but not Yenta. Not every woman in the world is a Yenta. Now, I was going to prepare my poor Sabbath table, so goodbye, Golda, and it was a pleasure talking our hearts out.
But Yenta, your news, you had news for me.
Oh, I am losing my head. One day it will fall off altogether and the horse will kick it into the mud and goodbye, Yenta. Of course, the news. It's about Lazar Wolf the Butcher, a good man, a fine man. And I don't have to tell you, Golda, he's well. But he's lonely, poor man. And to make it short, out of the whole town, he's cast his eye on Zeitel.
My Zeitel?
No, it's our Zeitel. Of course you're Zeitel.
What a match for my Zeitel! Oh, but Tevye wanted a learned man. He doesn't like Laser.
Now listen to me, Golda. Send Tevye to him. Don't tell him what it's about. Get Laser Wolf win him over. He's a fine man. And a wealthy one. True? Of course true. So, you'll tell me how it went, and you don't have to thank me for aside from my fee, which of course Laser will pay, it gives me satisfaction to make people happy. What greater satisfaction is there? So, goodbye, Golda, and you're welcome.
What did she want, Mama?
When I want you to know, I'll tell you. Finish washing the floor. I wonder if Yenta finally found a husband for you, Zeitel.
I'm not anxious for Yenta to find me a husband.
Not unless it's Moffat the tailor.
I didn't ask you.
It's like you're the elders. They have to make a match for you before they can make one for me.
Then after her, one for me.
So if Yenta brings...
Oh, Yenta, Yenta.
Well, someone has to arrange the matches. Young people can't decide these things for themselves, you know.
She might bring someone wonderful.
Someone interesting and important.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring for a night to be in the of all I see.
my poor old horse lose his shoe just before the Sabbath. That wasn't nice. It's enough you pick on me, tell you. Bless me with 5 daughters in a life of poverty. What have you got against my horse? Sometimes, when I think it's too quiet up there, you say to yourself, let's see, what kind of mischief can I play on my old friend, tell you?
Oh, so you're finally home, my Bredwin.
I'll talk to you later.
Where's your horse?
He was invited to the blacksmith for the Sabbath.
Well, hurry up. The sun won't wait for you. I have something to say to you.
As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure. We've got the sickness already. I'm not really complaining. Not really complaining. After all, with your help, I'm simply starving to death. You've made many, many people poor. Of course, I realize it's no great crime to be poor, but it's no great honor either. So what would be so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, deedle-diddle, 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 deedle-dum. All day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard. Deedle-diddle, 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 deedle-dum. If I were a bitty-bitty rich, deedle-diddle, deedle-diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wood floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more going nowhere, just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each loud quack and cluck and gobble and hop will land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, deedle-diddle, 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 deedle-dum. All day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard. Deedle-diddle, 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 deedle-dum. If I were a bitty-bitty rich, deedle-diddle, deedle-diddle man, I see my bit of difference if I am so right or wrong. When you're rich, they really think you know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue, pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I discuss the holy books with the learned man 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, deedle-diddle, 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 deedle-dum, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard, deedle-diddle, 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 deedle-dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man?
You forgot my order for the salad.
Red Bush, I had a little accident with my horse.
Tell me you didn't bring the rabbis over.
I know, I'm a little late.
Tanya, you forgot my order for the Sabbath.
This is bigger news than the plague in Odessa.
Talking about news, terrible news in the outside world, it's terrible.
What was it?
What happened?
In a village called Yanka, all the Jews are evicted, forced to leave their home.
For what reason?
It doesn't say. Maybe a czar into their land. Maybe a plague.
May the Tsar have his own personal plague.
Amen. Why don't you ever bring us some good news?
I only read it. It was an edict from the authorities.
May the authorities hit some places they cannot reach.
Amen.
Why do you curse them? What good does your cursing do? You stand around and curse and chatter. You don't do anything. You'll chatter your way into the grave.
Excuse me, you are not from this village.
No,
Where are you from?
Kiev. I was a student in the university there.
Ah, the university. Is that where you learn to criticize your elders?
That's where I learned that there's more to life than just talk. You should be aware of what's going on in the outside world.
Why should I break my head about the outside world? Let them break their own heads.
He's right. As the good book says, if you spit in the air, it'll land on your face.
That's nonsense. You can't close your eyes to what's happening in the world.
He's right.
He's right, and he's right. Surely they can't both be right.
You know, you're also right.
He's right. He's still wet behind the ears. Good Sabbath, Tevye.
Good Sabbath.
Tell me, the rabbis order my cheese.
Yes, the cheese. So you're from Kiev, Red
Punching.
So you're a newcomer here, as Abraham said, a stranger in a strange land.
Moses said that.
Oh, forgive me, as King David put it, I am slow of speech and slow of tongue.
That also was Moses.
For a man with a slow tongue, he talked a lot.
And my cheese.
Ah, yes, the cheese. Here, take a piece.
I have no money and I'm not a beggar.
Please, it is a blessing for me to give.
Very well, thank you.
Thank you. You know, it's no crime to be poor.
In this world, it is the rich who are the criminals. One day their wealth will be ours.
Ah, they would agree. I would agree.
And who will make this miracle come to pass?
People, ordinary people.
Like you?
Like me.
Nonsense.
Until your golden day comes, Red Merchant, how will you live?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have children?
I have 5 daughters.
Daughters. Oh, girls are people. Girls should learn too.
They're radical.
I would be willing to teach them, open their minds to great thoughts.
What great thoughts.
The Bible has many stories for our times.
I am a very poor man, a fool for lessons. Ah, good. Then stay with us for the Sabbath. Stay with us for the Sabbath. We don't eat like kings, but we don't starve either, as the good book says. When a poor man eats a chicken, or one of them is sick.
Well, that doesn't say that.
Well, it doesn't exactly say something about the chicken, but somewhere it says something about being sick. Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath, children.
Good Sabbath, Papa.
Children, this is Perchik. Perchik, this is my oldest daughter.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
You have a pleasant daughter.
I have 5 pleasant daughters. This is mine. 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 This is not mine. Perchik, this is Bob Capital, and he's staying for us.
So you finally done me a favor and come in?
This is also mine. Golda, this is Red Perchik. He is from Kiev. He is a student. He is staying with us for the Sabbath. Would you like to take lessons from him?
I am really a good teacher, a very good teacher.
I once heard a rabbi who was praised himself has a congregation of one.
Your daughter has a quick and pretty tongue.
She's my daughter. The which she gets from me, as the good book says.
Oh, the good book can wait. Get what?
The tongue she gets from her mother.
You're also eating with us, Mother. Yes, another blessing. Yeah. Zeitel, would you set table for 2 more? You two get washed.
Mottle can help me.
Yes, I'll go too. Would you like to wash outside by the well? Tevye, I have something to say to you.
Why should the day be different?
Tevye, I want to tell you
This
that
time praying.
Laser Wolf wants to see.
The butcher? About what?
I don't know. Just that he wants to see you about something.
But what can be important? I have nothing for him to slaughter.
After the Sabbath, will you see him and talk to him?
All right, but if he's thinking about buying my new milk cow, then he can forget it.
Tevye, don't be such an ox. A man sends you an important message. The least you could do is talk to him.
But what can be so important about my milk cow?
Will you talk to him?
All right. After the Sabbath, I'll talk to him.
Mottle Yenta was here.
I saw her.
If they agree on someone, there will be a match, and then it will be too late for us.
Don't worry, Zeitel. I found someone who will sell these used sewing machine. In a few weeks, we'll have saved up enough to buy it. Then your father will be impressed with me.
But Mottle, a few weeks may be too late.
What else can we do?
You could ask my father for my hand tonight. Now.
Why should he consider me now? I'm only poor Taylor.
Oh, and I'm only the daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
Zeitel, if your father says no, that's it. It's final. He'll yell at me.
Mottle.
I'm only a poor tailor.
Mottle, even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness.
That's true.
Will you talk to him? Will you talk to him?
All right, I'll talk to him. It's late. Where is everybody? Come, children, come. Yes, what is it, Mom? Well, what is it, Mom?
Good Sabbath.
Come, children, come.
May the Lord protect and defend you. May He always shield you from shame. If you come to me,
getting ready for a party?
There might be a party, maybe even a wedding.
A wedding? Wonderful. I'll be happy to make the party there and lead the dancing and so forth for a small fee.
Oh, naturally, a wedding is no wedding without you and your fee.
Good evening, innkeeper.
Good evening.
May we have some drinks, please?
Vodka, schnapps.
Vodka. Right away. Sit down, Fiddler. Good evening.
What are you here for?
He wants to buy my new milk gown. Good evening, Redletter.
Ah, can you come in, sit down. Have a drink.
I won't insult you by saying no.
So, Debian, how goes it with you?
How should it go?
You're right.
And you?
The same.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So, how's your brother-in-law in America?
I believe he's doing very well.
Ah, he wrote you?
Not lately.
Then how do you know?
If he were doing badly, he would write.
Ah, now, Debian, I expect you know why it is I wanted to see you.
Yes, but it's no use talking about it, Redletter.
Why not?
Well, why should I get rid of her?
Well, you have several more without her.
I see. Today you want one, tomorrow you want two.
Two? What would I do with two?
The same as you do with one.
This is very important to me.
Why? Why is it so important to you?
Frankly, because I'm lonesome.
Lonesome? What do you mean?
But don't you know?
We're talking about my new milk cow, the one you want to buy from.
Your milk cow, because I'm lonesome.
What's so funny?
I'm talking about your daughter's cycle.
I
Of course, your daughter's cycle. I see her in my butcher shop every Thursday. She's made a good impression on me. I like her. And as for me, Debbie, well, you know I'm pretty well off. My own house, good shop, servant. Why do we have to try to impress each other? Why don't we just shake hands and call it a match? And Debbie, you won't need a dowry either. And maybe you'll even find something in your own purse.
Shame on you, shame on you. My purse. My size is not the sort that I would sell for money.
All right, sit down, you fool. We won't talk about money. The main thing is, let's get it done. And Debbie, I'll be good to her. I like her. What do you think?
What do I think? I never liked him. Why should I? You can have a fine conversation with him if you talk about kidneys and livers. But on the other hand, not everyone has to be a scholar. And surely with a butcher, my daughter would never know hunger. But he has a problem. He's older than her. That's her problem. She's younger. That's his problem. I always looked upon him as a butcher. I misjudged him. He is a good man. He likes her. He will try to make her happy. What do I think? It's a match. It's a match.
You agree?
I agree.
Delia, this is wonderful. Let's drink on it.
Why not to you?
No, my friend, to you.
To the both of us.
And to our agreement.
To our prosperity. To our good health and happiness. But most important, to life, the kaya. The kaya, to life. Is to the power like life to be.
Is to that right to be.
Drink the kaya, to life, the kaya. The kaya, to life. Like as a way of using us.
Blessing but fruiting us.
Drink the kaya, to life. Go one a little younger than myself.
Good evening.
Good evening, Constable.
What's the celebration?
Tevier is marrying off his oldest daughter.
May I be the first to offer you my congratulations.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, I have a little news for you, which I thought I should tell you.
Yes, friend. Yes, Your Honor.
I tell you because I like you. You're a decent, hard-working sort of chap. Even if you are a Jewish dog.
How often does a man get a compliment like that? And the news?
We have received orders that this district is have a little unofficial demonstration.
A pogrom here?
No, just a little demonstration.
But how little?
Oh, nothing too much. Just enough so that our inspectors pass through and they can see we have done our duty. I don't know why there has to be this trouble between us. But I tell you this as a friend, so you can tell the others.
That's what I like about you, Your Honor. You're a decent man, if I may say so. But it's pity you're not a Jew.
That's what I like about you, Tevye. Always joking. Congratulations again for your daughter.
Thank you, Your Honor, and goodbye. Dear God, did you have to send me news like that today of all days? I know we're the chosen few, but can't you choose someone else once in a while? Anyway, thank you for sending a husband for my daughter, Saiti. Look higher!
Come, children. Now, I'm going to tell you the story from the Bible of Laban and Jacob, and then we will discuss it together. All right? Good. Now, Laban had two daughters, Leah and the beautiful Rachel. And Jacob loved the younger daughter, Rachel, and asked Laban for her hand. Now, Laban agreed if Jacob would work for him for 7 years.
Does Laban mean that?
He was an employer. Now, after Jacob worked for him for 7 years, do you know what happened? Laban fooled him and gave him his ugly daughter, Leah. So in order to marry Rachel, Jacob was forced to work for him for another 7 years. You see, children, the Bible clearly teaches us you must never trust an employer. Do you understand?
Papa isn't up yet?
No, Mama.
Oh, then in our lessons we have Papa's work to do as well today. How long can he sleep? He staggered home last night like a dead man and fell into bed. I couldn't get a word out of him. Put that away, finish in the barn. Call me when Papa gets up.
That was a very interesting lesson, Perchik.
Do you think so?
Yes, although I'm not altogether sure the rabbi would agree with your interpretation.
And neither, I suppose, with the rabbi's son.
My little sisters have big tongues.
And what do you know of him except that he is the rabbi's son? Would you be so interested in him if he were the tinsmith's son or the shoemaker's son?
Well, at least I know this. He has those strange ideas about turning the world upside down.
Any new idea would be strange to you. Remember, the Lord said, "Let there be light."
Yes, but he wasn't talking to you personally.
You have spirit, even a little intelligence, perhaps.
Thank you.
But what good is your brain without curiosity? It is a rusty tool. Good day, Hoddle.
We have an old custom here. A boy acts respectfully to a girl.
But that's too traditional for an advanced thinker like you.
Our traditions. Nothing must change. Everything must stay exactly the way it is.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing all over but here. Here, men and women must keep apart. Men at their studies, women in the kitchen. Boys and girls must not touch, must not even look at each other.
I am looking at you.
You are very brave. Do you know, in the city, a boy and a girl can be affectionate without the permission of a matchmaker. They hold hands together. They even dance together. New dances, like this. I learned this in here. Do you like it?
It's very nice.
mean, you're welcome. I mean, it's a good day.
Good day.
Dear Christmas, what's your name?
Oh, Papa.
Where's Dice?
He's in the barn.
All right. How did the lesson go today, Christmas?
I think we made a very good beginning.
Ah, so he's finally up. Well, what did you do last night other than drink like a peasant? Have you news for me? Did you see his book? What did he say? What did you say? Have you news for me?
Patience, woman, patience. As the good book says, good news will stay, bad news will refuse to leave, and there's a famous saying that...
Oh, you drive a person crazy.
Title by now, come here. You are going to be congratulated. You're going to be married.
Married? What do you mean, Papa?
The wolf has asked for your hand.
I knew it!
The butcher?
Oh, I knew this would be our lucky day. Oh, God, I thank thee, I thank thee.
And what do you say, Simon?
Well, what can she say? Oh, my firstborn bride. Oh, may you grow old with him in virtue and in honor. Not like that first wife of his, that Roma Sarah. Oh, she was a bitter woman. May she rest in peace. Not like my Zeitl. Oh, I must go again now. Oh, my Zeitl, a bride. Oh.
Call that a matter. And you great virgin, aren't you going to congratulate her?
Congratulations, Idol, for getting a rich man.
Again with the rich? What's wrong with being rich?
It is no reason to marry. Money is the world's curse.
May the Lord smite me with it, and may I never recover. Sidon knows I mean only her welfare. Isn't that so, Sidon?
Yes, Papa.
You see?
I see very well.
Why are you so upset? Aren't you happy with this blessing?
Oh, Papa.
What is it? What is it?
I don't want to marry him. I can't marry him. I can't.
What do you mean you can't? If I say you will, you will.
Papa, if it's a matter of money, I'll do anything. I'll hire myself out as a servant. I'll dig ditches. I'll haul rocks. I'll do anything. Only don't make me marry him, Papa, please.
Lazy wolf, he likes you.
I will be unhappy with him. All my life I will be unhappy. I'll do ditches. I'll haul rocks. I'll do anything.
But with us, an agreement is an agreement.
Is that more important than I am, Papa? Papa, don't force me. I'll be unhappy all my days. Please don't force me.
All right, all right. I won't force you.
Oh, thank you.
It seems that it was not ordained that you should have all the comforts of life, or that we should have a little joy in our old age after all our hard work. Later, Mottle, later.
May I speak to you?
Not now, Mottle. I have a problem.
That's what I want to speak to you about. I think I can help.
Certainly, like a bandage can help a corpse. Goodbye, Mottle, goodbye.
At least listen to it, Papa.
All right, you have a tongue? Talk.
Tevye, I hear you are arranging a match for your daughter Zeitl.
He also has ears.
I have a match for Zeitl.
What kind of match?
A perfect fit.
Perfect fit?
Like a glove.
Like a glove?
This match was made exactly to measure.
Perfect fit? Like a glove? Made to measure? Stop talking like a tailor and tell me, who is it?
Please, Red Teddy, don't shout at me.
All right. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it?
It's me, myself.
Him himself. Are you completely out of your mind? Or you're crazy? He must be crazy. Arranging a match for yourself. What do you think you are? The matchmaker, the bridegroom, all roll into one. I suppose you'll even carry out the ceremony yourself. You must be crazy.
Please, Red Teddy, don't shout at me. As for being my own matchmaker, I know it's a little unusual.
Unusual? It's crazy.
Red Teddy, times are changing. The fact is that over a year ago, your daughter Zeitl and I, we gave each other our pledge that we would marry.
You gave each other your pledge?
Yes, Papa. We gave each other our pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of. Absurd. They gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. someone have to ask the father? Doesn't someone have to say anything to me anymore about his daughter?
Fred Teddy, I wanted to ask you for some time. But first I wanted to save up enough to buy my own sewing machine.
Stop talking nonsense. You're just a poor tailor.
That's true, Red Teddy, but even a poor tailor has a right to some happiness. I wish you, Red Teddy, your daughter will not starve.
He's beginning to talk like a man. On the other hand, what kind of match would that be with a poor tailor? On the other hand, he is an honest, hard worker. On the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. On the other hand, things cannot get worse for him. They can only get better. They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She loves him. She wants him. And look at my daughter's eyes, so hopeful. Tradition. Tradition. Well, children, when shall we make the wedding?
Oh, thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa.
Teddy, I promise you will not be sorry.
I won't be sorry. I'm sorry already.
Oh, thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. They pledged their troth. Modern children. Golda. What will I tell Golda? What am I going to do about Golda? Help!
Motto, you were wonderful.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle.
She was standing there a minute ago. Where is she?
Oh, Tavia, Roma Sarah's been dead for years. You must have been dreaming. Tell me what you dreamt, and I'll tell you what it meant.
Oh, it was terrible, terrible. my dream. In the beginning, I dreamt that we were having a celebration of some kind. Everyone we knew was there, including musicians. In the middle of the dream, in was your grandmother Zeitel. May she rest in peace.
Grandmother Zeitel? What did she look like?
For a woman who'd been dead 30 years, she looked very good. Naturally, I greeted her.
A blessing on your head, to see a daughter wed, and such a son-in-law that no one ever saw. The tailor model capital.
Mortal?
A worthy boy is he, of pious family. They named him after my dear Uncle Mordecai, the tailor model capital.
A tailor? No, she heard wrong. She means a butcher.
In heaven it was made.
If my grandmother's idol, may she rest in peace, came all the way from the other world to tell us about the Taylor, then it must be for the best, and there couldn't be anything better. Amen.
Amen.
A blessing on my head, mistletoe, mistletoe, as grandma's like to say, mistletoe, mistletoe. We'll have a sunny glow, like no one ever saw, the Taylor of the campsite.
We haven't got the man
Mistletoe, mistletoe,
we had when we began.
mistletoe, mistletoe.
But since your brother came, you married. What's his name?
The Taylor of the campsite. 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 Oh.
Thank you.
Abraham, what was all the excitement?
Tell Sykes going to marry.
I know, Laser Wolf the Butcher.
No, what to the tailor?
Not from the tailor. That's terrible.
Imagine. Sykes going to marry Lockwood. Really? What's wrong with my son Lockwood? Shandale, Muzzletop,
Do you have a wedding hat for me?
Laser Wolf's ordered a wedding hat for you, but it isn't cheap.
Did I ask how much it cost? Howard, can you watch the shop for a few minutes? How much does it cost?
Come, Lockwood, I'll show you.
Is there something you want?
Yes, I'd like to talk.
I'd rather not.
I've often seen you outside the booksellers. Not what goes in this village like to read. Would you like to go on this club?
No, thank you.
Why? Because I'm not Jewish. Do you feel about us the way they feel about you? No. I didn't think you would. What do you know about me? Let me tell you about myself. I'm a pleasant fellow, charming, honest, ambitious, quite bright, very modest.
I don't think we should be talking this way.
I often do things I should. Go ahead, read the book by Heinrich Heine. You're Jewish, I believe.
That doesn't matter.
Quite right.
All right.
Good. After you return it, I'll ask you how you like it. And we'll talk about it for a while. And then we'll talk about life and how we feel about it. And it can all turn out quite pleasant.
Oh, can I help you?
No thanks.
You've forgotten your book.
No, it's mine.
Oh, thank you, Howard.
Good day, Robert.
Good day.
Pietro.
Good day, Pietro.
beloved rabbi. May he be with us for many, many years.
Amen.
And now I want to make an announcement. The bride's parents are giving the newlyweds the following: a new feather bed, a pair of pillows,
Goose pillows.
goose pillows, and a pair of candlesticks. Now let us not, in our joy tonight, forget those who are no longer with us, our dear departed, who lived in pain and poverty and hardship, and died in pain and poverty and hardship. But enough due. Let's be happy and content, like our good friend Laser Wolf, who has everything in the world except a bride. But Laser Wolf bears no ill feelings. In fact, he has a gift for the newlyweds that he wants to announce himself. Laser Wolf.
As he says, I have no ill feelings. What's done is done. I am giving to the newlyweds 5 chickens, one for each of the first 5 summers of their wedded life.
Laser, you're a good man, if I may say so. On behalf of my daughter and the new husband, I accept your gifts. There is a saying that...
Rev, I'm not marrying your daughter. I don't have to listen to your saying.
But if you will only listen a few minutes...
Why should I listen to you, a man who breaks a bargain?
Not now, little wolf, in the middle of a wedding.
I have a right to talk.
What right? This is not your wedding.
It should have been.
Rabbi, say something.
Let's sit down.
Oh, how do I words of the rabbi?
Now I would like to sing a song.
You can kick on the cheese chickens.
Take my chickens out of this.
The town wants
We
everything.
made an agreement. We drank on it.
My grandmother Zykel came to me from the grave. What sign? What grandmother? My grandfather came to me from the grave. She said her grandmother was a great big liar.
Drank on it.
The town wants settled.
Quiet, quiet! What's all this screaming about? A sign, an agreement, they drank on it. It's all nonsense. Sideshow wants to marry Mottle, and not Laser.
A young girl, the signs for herself.
Yes, they love each other.
Terrible.
It's radical.
And what about the matchmaker?
Let's sit down.
Musicians, play, a dance, a dance. Come on everyone, stand. Is it ready?
Archie, what are you doing?
Will someone dance with me?
It's a sin.
It's no sin to dance at a wedding.
With a girl?
This is what comes of taking a wild man into your house.
He is not a wild man, his views are just a little different.
It's a sin.
It's no sin. Ask the rabbi. Ask him.
Rabbi.
Dancing, well, it's not exactly forbidden, but...
There you see, it is not forbidden.
And it is not a sin. Now, will someone dance with me?
Hoggle! It's only a dance, lover.
Play!
Look at Debbie's daughter.
She's dancing with a man.
That's my wife.
I see we came at a bad time.
I'm sorry. But the orders are for tonight. Play! Go on, play! I'm sorry. You're going to be sorry. Come.
Please, get him into the house.
Why are they all standing around? Clean up! Clean up! That was quite a dowry you gave to my daughter Zeitel at her wedding. Was that necessary? Anyway, Zeitel and Mother have been married almost 2 months now. They work very hard. They are as poor as squirrels in winter. They are so miserable, they don't know how happy they are. I know that you have problems, wars, revolutions, floods, plagues, but could you find the time to find Mother a sewing machine? Am I bothering you too much? I'm sorry. Oh, and while you're in the district, my horse is left lame. I'm sorry if I'm bothering you too much. As the good book says. Why should I tell you what the good book says?
Please don't be upset, Arnold.
Why should I be upset? You must leave, then goodbye.
I do have to. They expect me in Kiev in the morning.
So you said, then goodbye.
Great changes are taking place all over this country. Tremendous changes. But they can't happen by themselves.
So naturally you feel that you
Not
personally...
just me. Many people. Jews, Gentiles. Many people hate what is going on. Don't you understand?
I understand you want to go. Then goodbye.
Otto, your father, the others in the village, think that what happened at Zeitel's wedding was just a little cloudburst, and that it's all over. But they're wrong. Horrible things are happening all over this land. Pogroms, violence, whole villages being emptied of their people. It's reaching everywhere, and it will reach here. Don't you understand?
Yes, I suppose I do.
I have work to do, the greatest work a man can do. But before I go, there is a question I must ask of you.
Yes.
A political question.
What is it?
The question of marriage.
This is a political question?
In a theoretical sense, yes. The relationship between a man and a woman, known as marriage, it's based on a mutual belief and common attitude and philosophy towards society.
And affection.
And affection. The relationship has positive social values. Between two human beings, it reflects unity and solidarity.
And affection.
Yes, and I am personally in favour of it. Do you understand?
Yes, I think you're asking me to marry you.
In a theoretical sense, yes, I am.
I was hoping you were.
Then I take it you approve, and we can consider ourselves engaged, even though I am leaving this place? Oh, I am very happy, Holly. Very happy.
So am I, Perchik.
What's the matter?
I used to tell myself that I had everything, but that was only not true. I had an alien life, and that was everything, but now I have you. I have something that I would die for, something that I would live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have the besides having everything, I know what everything's for. I used to wonder, could there be a wife to share such a difficult, wandering kind of Who knows tomorrow where our home will be?
I'll be with you, that's forever.
Everything is right at hand, simple and clear. I have something that I would die for, something I could live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have everything more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for.
And when will we be married?
As soon as I can, I will send you home, but it will be a hard life.
It'll be less hard if we do.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, Rentelia. I have some bad news. I must leave this place
When?
right away.
I'm sorry, Perchik. We will miss you.
But I also have some good news. You can congratulate me.
Congratulate. What for?
We're engaged.
Engaged?
Yes, Papa, we're engaged.
Oh, no, you're not. I know you like him and he likes you. But you're going away and you're staying here. So have a good trip, Perchik. My answer is still no.
Papa, you don't understand.
I understand. I get little insights in my position. So you thought that you also have a right. I like you, Perchik. But you're going away, so going to hell. And my answer is still no.
Papa, you don't understand.
You're not listening. You're not listening. I say no. We will find someone else here for you in Anatevka.
Rentelia,
What is it?
we are not asking for your permission, only your blessing. We are to marry.
You're not asking for my permission.
We'd like your blessing.
I can't believe my own ears. My blessing for what? Going over my head, unthinkable. At least with sight to that bottle, they asked me, they begged Where has it been? A man tells me he's getting married. He doesn't even ask me. He tells me. But first he abandons you.
He is not abandoning me, Papa.
As soon as I can, I will send for her and marry her. I love her.
Love? It's a new style. He loves her. On the other hand, our old ways were once new, weren't they? On the other hand, did they ask a matchmaker if they could get married? On the other hand, did Adam and Eve have a matchmaker? Yes, they did. Then I believe these two have the same matchmaker. They're going over my head. Unheard of. Absurd. They want to be blessed. Unthinkable. I'll lock her up in a room. I couldn't. I should. But look at my daughter's eyes. So hopeful. Tradition. Tradition. Well, children, you have my permission.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. What else could I do?
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. What will I tell your mother? Another dream?
Tell her something like, I'm going to visit a rich uncle. Something like that.
Chick, I can handle my own wife. Golda. Golda. Hello, Golda. I've just been talking to Perchik and Hop.
Well?
They seem very fond of each other.
Well?
I've just given them my permission to become engaged. I must go inside.
Just like that, without asking me.
Who asked you? I'm the father.
Oh, what is he? A pauper? He has nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I wouldn't say that, Gold. I understand he has a rich uncle. A very rich uncle. I like him. He is a little crazy, but I like him. And what's more, Huddle likes him. Huddle loves him. So what can we do? It's a new world, Dora. A new world. Love. Do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you? With our daughters getting married and this trouble in the town, you're upset, you're worn out, go inside, go lie down. Maybe it's indigestion.
Golda, I'm asking you a question. Do you love me?
You're a fool.
I know, but do you love me?
Do I love you?
Well,
For 25 years I've cleaned your house, cooked your meals, washed your clothes, given you children, milked the cow. Of the 25 years I talk about love right now.
Golda, Golda. The first time I met you was on our wedding day. I was scared.
I was shy,
I was nervous.
so was I.
But my father and my mother said we'd learn to love each other. And now I'm asking, Golda, do you love me?
I'm your wife.
I know, but do you love me?
Do I love you? For 25 years I've lived with him, fought with him, starved with him. 25 years my baby sleeps. If that's not love, what is?
Then you love me.
I suppose I do.
And I suppose I love you.
will be so happy. She's been waiting. But it's open.
Oh, it was open. Brenda, I have such news for you. Remember Patrick, that crazy student? Remember up there when Zidle married Mottle, and Patrick started dancing with Terry's daughter Ethel? Well, I've just heard that Patrick's been arrested in Kiev. Yes. Chandelle, wait till I tell you. Remember Patrick? Yes, that crazy student. Remember he danced with Terry Hobble? Well, I've just heard that Hobble's been arrested in Kiev. Terrible, terrible. Do you remember that student from here? Remember how he acted when Zidle married Mottle? Well, I just heard that Mottle's been arrested for dancing at the wedding. No. In Kiev?
Goodbye. Remember first with all strange ideas. Remember that old wedding when Terry danced with Golda. Well, I just heard that Terry's been arrested and Golda's gone to Kiev. God forbid. She did.
Listen, everybody. Terrible news. Terrible. Remember Patrick? Started all the trouble. Well, I just heard from someone who should know that Gold has gone. Gold has been. Hot has gone to Kiev. Roger's started dancing. 7 seconds straight. Rich has these on.
And that's what comes from men and women dancing.
You don't have to wait for the train. You'll be late for your customers.
Only a few more minutes. Is he in big trouble, this hero of yours? Arrested and convicted?
Yes, but he did no wrong. He cares nothing for himself. All he does is for humanity.
If he did nothing wrong, then he would not be in trouble.
Oh, Papa, how can you say that? A learned man like you. What wrongs did Joseph, Abraham, and Moses do? They had troubles.
Why won't you tell me where he is now, this hero of yours?
It's far, terribly far. He's in settlement, Siberia.
Siberia? Did he ask you to leave your mother and father and go with him there in that frozen wasteland? Marry him
No,
there?
Papa, he did not ask me to go. I want to go. I don't want him to be alone in his work. I want to be with him. It's the greatest work a man can do, Papa.
Oh, baby.
Can I hope to make you understand why I do what I do? Why I must travel to a distant land, far from my
Anyway, give him my regards, this Moses of yours. I always looked upon him as a good man. Tell him I rely on his honor to look after my daughter well. Tell him that.
All alone next when we shall see each other again.
Oh, he will leave it in his hands.
Did you hear the news? A new rifle at Modern Title.
A new rifle at Modern Titles?
Rabbi,
I was congratulated.
did you hear the news? A new rifle at Modern Title.
Doctor, where are you running? To my school model, there's a new arrival there. Muscles off.
Modern Title.
You got it?
I got it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
No.
Have you tried it yet?
Look.
Beautiful.
No. And in less than a minute. See how closely even the stitches are.
Beautiful.
I know. From now on, my clothes will be perfect. All made by machine. No more handmade clothes. Rabbi, look for a new sewing machine.
Mazel tov.
Rabbi, is there a blessing for a sewing machine?
There is a blessing for everything. Lachem l'chad machine, lachem l'chad machine. Amen. Mazel tov.
And the babe, how is the babe?
He's wonderful, Mama.
Good afternoon. Can I do something for you, Bianca?
I came for my shirt.
It's ready. See, this was done on my new sewing machine.
I see. I see. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day.
So, how does it work?
It's an amazing machine. You work with your feet and your hands.
Your family still doesn't know about this. We must tell them.
I will. I'm afraid.
Father, let me talk to your father.
No, that would be the worst thing, I'm sure of it.
Let me try.
No, I'll talk to him. I promise.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good day.
Good day. What were you and he talking about?
Nothing, we were just talking. Papa, Glenn and I have known each other for a long time now.
I would be much happier if you would remain friends from a distance. You must not forget who you are and who that man is.
He has a name, Papa.
Of course, all creatures on earth have a name.
Yet he was not a creature, Papa. Glenn was a man.
Who says that he isn't? It's just that he's a different kind of man. As the good book says, each shall seek his own, which, when translated, means a bird may love a fish, but where would they build a home together?
It's changing, Papa.
Some things will never change for us. Some things will never change.
We don't feel that way.
We?
Pietro and I, we want to be married.
Do you realize what you're saying? Or doing, marrying outside the faith?
Papa,
Please, Hal, never see this man again. Never mention his name again. Never talk about him again. Do you understand me?
yes, Papa. I understand you.
Ah, so you're here. Good, good. Now let's go home. It's late and it's time for supper.
I want to see Model's new machine now.
Oh, you can see that some other time. Let's go home.
Quiet, woman, be quiet. Because when I get angry, even flies don't dare to fly.
Oh, I'm very frightened of you. After supper, I'll faint. Now come home.
Go there. I am the man in the family. I am the head of the house. I want to see Mom's new machine now. Now, let's go. Dear God, how long can that miserable horse of mine keep complaining? I know. He is one of your creatures. He has the same rights as I have. The right to be sick, the right to be poor, and the right to work like a horse. But, dear God, I'm sick and tired of pulling this cart. I know. I should push it a while.
Come here.
What is it?
It's Harper. She left home this morning.
What?
With Pietro.
What?
I've gone everywhere. I've looked everywhere for her. I even went to the priest. He told me they were married.
Married? Go home, Golda. We have other children at home. Go home, Golda. You have work to do. Go home.
But Harper.
Harper is dead to us. Go home, Golda.
Little Haberlane, I don't understand what's happening today. Everything is all a blur. All I can see is a happy child, the sweet little Bajua Haberlane, Haberlane. Little bird, little Haberlane, you were always such a pretty little thing, everybody's favorite child. Gentle and kind and affectionate, what a sweet little bird you were, Haberlane. Haberlane.
Papa, I want to talk to you. Papa, stop. At least listen to me. Papa, I'm begging to accept us.
Accept them? How can I accept them? How can I deny on what I believe in? On the other hand, how can I turn my back on my own child? On the other hand, how can I turn my back on my faith and my people. If I try to bend that far, I will break. On the other hand, no, there is no other hand. No harbor! No! No! No!
Oh, Gordon, darling, you the two boys I was telling you about, right from the top of the tree.
Oh, I don't know yet. To my girls, they're so young.
Oh, but they look like grandfathers. In the meantime, they'll be engaged, no more looking around, their futures all signed and sealed.
But which one for which one?
What's the difference? Take a pick.
Doctor, schlepp Turkey home.
Yes, but he's in the house. Is there any trouble?
What your father?
Goes from the parents' house.
So why are you standing around like a load of goats?
Chevia, have you seen the constable today?
No, why?
There are some rumors in town. We thought because you know him so well, maybe he'd tell you what is true and what is not.
What rumors?
Someone from Zoradin told me that there was an edict issued in Teignbridge. That's all.
Good evening, Your Honor. What's news in the world?
I see you have company.
These are my friends.
Good. All I have to say is Valeria Wilson. How long will it take you to sell your home and all your household goods?
Why should I get out of my home? Is it in anybody's way?
I'm here to tell you you are going to have to leave Anatovka.
What have I done to deserve such an honor?
Oh, not just you, all of you. At first I thought you might be spared because of your daughter Harbour.
Harbour is dead.
I understand. At any rate, you all must go.
But why should we leave? This little corner of the world has always been our home.
I don't know, there's trouble in the world. Troublemakers.
Like us?
No, not just you. Others. Zoradin, Ramalevka, the whole district must be emptied. I have a piece of paper that tells me you must be out of here within 3 days.
And you who have known us all your life, you would carry out this
It's
order?
nothing to do with me, don't you understand?
We understand.
What if we refuse to go?
Then you will be forced out.
We will defend ourselves.
Against our army? I wouldn't advise it.
I have some advice for you. Get off my land. This is still my home, my land. Get off my land.
You have 3 days.
After a whole lifetime? A piece of paper? You get the out? Why don't we get together as a few solid? We should defend ourselves. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
Very good, then the whole world will be blind and toothless.
Rabbi, we have been waiting for the Messiah all our lives. Wouldn't this be a good time for him to come?
We shall have to wait for him someplace else. Meanwhile, let's get packing.
Why do you want me? Where can I go? With a wife, her parents, and 3 children.
Anatovka has hardly been the garden.
That's true.
I mean, really, what have we here? A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a pot.
A pan.
A brew?
They have.
Someone should have put a match to this place years ago.
Bench?
A tree.
So what's a stone?
What a house.
People passing Anatovka, they don't even know they've been here.
Stick of wood?
A piece of coal.
What do we need? Nothing much. Only Anatovka.
almost out of many places at the moment to notice.
Perhaps that is why we always wear our hats.
With Uncle Abram, but he doesn't know it yet.
I wish you and the lady were coming on.
We'll be staying in Warsaw until we have enough money to join you.
Mortal, take care of these. They were given to us on our wedding day by my mother and father.
Come, children, help me pack the rest of the clothes.
Golda, darling, I just had to tell you my news before I left. You remember yesterday I told you I didn't know where to go, what to do with these old bones? Well, now I know. You want to know? I'll tell you. All my life I've dreamed of going to one place, and now I'll walk, I'll crawl, somehow I'll get there. Guess where? You'll never guess. Every year at Passover, what do we say? Next year in Jerusalem, next year in the Holy Land.
You're going to the Holy Land.
You guessed! And you know why? Last night, my husband, Aaron, came to me and he said, Yenta, go to the Holy Land. Usually, of course, I wouldn't listen because good as he was, too much praise he wasn't blessed with. But in my sleep, it's a sign, right? Of course, right. So, somehow I'll get to the Holy Land. And you want to know what I'll do when I get there? I'm a matchmaker, no? I arrange marriages, yes? And from marriages come children, no? So, when I get to the Holy Land, I shall help my people increase and multiply. That is my mission, so goodbye, Belinda.
Goodbye, Yenta. Be well.
Maybe we shall meet again on happier occasions. Meanwhile, we suffer. We suffer. We suffer in silence, right? Of course not.
Come, Golda. We have to get finished. We have to leave soon.
Oh, leave? It sounds so easy.
We'll all be together soon. Zeitel, Mottle and the baby, they'll come too, you see. That Mottle, he's a person now.
But Hoddle, Perchik, when will we see them?
Do they ever visit us from Siberian every Sabbath? You know what she writes. He sits in prison, she works hard. Soon he will be released, and they will be together again. They've never been so happy, and all the children will be with us.
Not all.
Yes, all go. Come, we have to get going.
I have to sweep the floor.
Sweep the floor?
Yes, I can't leave a dirty house.
So there's no need to sweep the floor.
Well, David, I'm on my way.
Where are you going?
Chicago. My wife, Ruma Sarah, may she rest in peace, has a brother there.
That's nice.
I hate it, but a relative is a relative.
Goodbye, Lisa. Goodbye.
Goodbye, baby. Goodbye.
Nice. Have they finished in time?
Almost, Papa. Papa? Papa will see you.
I want him to. I want to say goodbye to him.
He will not listen.
He's still here.
Maybe it would be better if I went inside and told Mama.
Papa! Oh, Papa!
Papa, we came to say goodbye. We're also leaving this place. We are going to Krakow.
We cannot stay among people who would do such things to others.
We wanted you to know that. Goodbye, Papa. Mama.
Yes, we're also moving. Some were driven away by edicts. Others
by silence. Come, Harper.
Goodbye, Harper. Pietro.
God be with you.
I'll be with you.
We'll all write to you in America if you like.
We'll be staying with Uncle Opera.
Yes, Mama.
We'll be staying with Uncle Opera. We'll be staying with Uncle Opera. There's a whole world of to know on you.
Oh, stop yelling and get packed. We have a train to catch.
Hulda, I don't need your advice. Don't forget the baby.
Goodbye, Papa.
Bye, Isaac.
Goodbye, Marshall.
Goodbye, Mama.
Goodbye, Motto. Work hard. Come to us soon.
I will, Red Debbie, I work hard.
Come, children. Go there. We'll have to leave these pots.
No, we can't.
All right, we'll take them.
Stop that, behave yourself. You're not in America. Come.
Come, children. Let's go.